Well, we have about 1 week to go until the baby gets here. We know that because, well, I'll tell you about it all in a little bit. But last night, with just a week to go, I had the first twinges of what felt like it could have been, heralding the start of labour. But before we get carried away with a new baby, we wanted to take a moment to acknowledge our little boy Crusoe. The coolest, funniest, bravest, cutest, fruit-loving little best friend we could ever have asked for. In just 1 week, he'll be a big brother. And so for this last week as a trio, we've been packing in as much of his favourite things as possible. Apples, birds, bugs, adventures, and a whole lot of fun. We love you, little guy. We're so very proud of you. And here's to your next big chapter. We are the Newbys, a family of explorers who've taken root in northern Portugal and are currently renovating a small abandoned farm into our dream off-grid homestead. I'm Tara, born and raised in Zimbabwe with a love for wild spaces that comes from a childhood growing up on a farm in Africa. This is John, who's had a life on the road, visiting 163 of the world's 193 countries and counting. Wow. And this is our son Crusoe, who loves nothing more than to help his dad on the farm. In his first year of life, he visited 4 continents and 24 countries and is about to become a big brother. We're documenting our entire journey, and each Sunday we release a new episode with exciting new projects and stories. And we would love for you to join us. Hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and turn on those notifications so that you never miss an episode. Thank you for helping our channel grow and for supporting our family's journey. And remember, be brave, think big, explore. We're not ready yet. I haven't had a chance to unpack all of Crusoe's baby things, to get the house ready for a new baby. And it's so funny to look back and think about what it's like with your first baby. With Crusoe, I think I had his clothes and everything unpacked probably about 7 or 8 weeks early. And Crusoe came 2.5 weeks late. So I was massively over-prepared. For this baby, it's completely different because you've got your life is so full. Your hands are full with a toddler, and our lives are really full. We've had huge projects going on. We've launched our new website. So if you haven't checked that out, then please click on the link in our description, or here it is down below. We've also launched our brand new merchandise collection, which we are super excited about. So thank you so much to everybody who's already made an order. Please don't forget to tag us on Instagram. We're at TheNewbys. We would love to see you wearing it and see where you're wearing it. Let us know what you think, because we're super, super excited. So it's been all systems go while we've been here in the UK, but for this last week, it's really time to start kind of, I want to say winding down, but it's probably winding up to life with a newborn. Because I think we're going to have a newborn by the end of the episode. So my first port of call is the cupboard under the stairs, because I know that there are boxes in there with newborn stuff in. I have no idea what's in there. My memory is so foggy. And to be honest, I'm almost at the point where I'm like, I don't remember how to look after a newborn. Everybody keeps reassuring me that this comes naturally the second time round and it's not as scary. So I'm hoping that like instinct is just going to kick in. Because I'm feeling a little bit lost and clueless right now. What is so sweet is like I can already see some little bits and pieces which I remember Crusoe wearing and which have some really happy memories. Like I remember him always being in this hat when we were doing the van build. In fact, I think there's even a little bit of sawdust still on it. And this, amazingly, was John's jumper when he was a baby and his mum sent them down for us. There's 2 of them. There's the other one. Isn't that amazing to think that this will now be the 3rd baby and the 3rd little newbie that's worn these jumpers? Those have definitely got to come out of the box. And you know, I think when we've finished having babies, perhaps they live in a frame or something creative. That's really, really special. I'm glad they're the first things I've found. The other job on the to-do list is, of course, to pack my all-important hospital bag. And it's the perfect opportunity to introduce today's sponsor, Wild. Wild is a natural, sustainable deodorant. This, without question, is one of my personal favourites. I have had my eye on Wild products for a really long time, and we switched about 6 weeks ago, and I can honestly say that I have loved every minute of it. Wild have a dream of banishing single-use plastics from the bathroom, and we wholeheartedly support that. This is how it works. You buy your case, which has these very clever buttons on the side, which allow you to change your refills as often as you'd like. The refills come in recyclable packaging and loads of different scents. Two of my favourites are fresh cotton and sea salt. That's the one that John's using, and to be honest, after all those sweaty days on the farm, I am delighted that he is smelling so good. And my favourite is the coconut and vanilla. Switching to something like Wild was especially important to me as we approach having this next baby, because while breastfeeding, I wanted a natural product that I know is doing no harm. We're especially excited to work with them because they offer worldwide shipping and they are perfect for travel. This can pop into your hand luggage, and they do these really cool little travel deodorants, one of which is coming with me to the hospital. And these guys don't just talk about doing good. Over the years, they've planted over 100,000 trees with their partner on a mission. They've saved 61 tons of plastic waste from the bathroom, which is the equivalent of 10 elephants. It feels like a no-brainer to me, and I cannot recommend this product more. The best bit, you get 20% off using our special code NEWBYS. It's here on the screen, but you can also click on the link in our description below to access their website and get your Wild products on their way to no matter where you are in the world. So I think that's the hospital bag packed. Things are getting pretty exciting. So it looks like I've got company. Crusoe's come to help us out. Hey, bud? Yeah? Yeah? Crusoe, do you remember this was the very first swimming costume you went wild swimming in Portugal? Do you remember, buddy? Probably not, do you? Yeah. I remember these little shoes because they went on our very first trip in the van to Scotland. That is another one of John's things that his mum sent us. And it's so cute. This we put on Crusoe in the van on the Isle of Harris and Lewis, where we'd gone on our very first van trip when he was just 7 weeks old, and the van wasn't finished and it wasn't insulated properly and it was freezing. I think the temperatures dropped to 2 degrees on that trip. So Crusoe had this on and this on. He had a double sleeping bag and we were absolutely terrified, but it was all fine in the end and we had a great time. This is the little hat that Crusoe came home in. I'm so pleased we still have that. Reminiscing over the past 18 months of incredible adventures with Crusoe as I unpacked the boxes was a real moment of reflection. It's been an extraordinary journey, and I couldn't be more grateful for all of it. My journey into motherhood, both of us into parenthood, and Crusoe's into the start of his life has been filled with daily adventures and discoveries. We've travelled to 24 countries on 4 different continents together, and we've started to shape our future in Portugal. One thing's for certain, it's been quite the ride. I think that's me pretty much packed. Bag for the baby, bag for me. Still stuff that needs to go in there. I need my hospital notes, I need toiletries, I need the last bits of clothes that I'm still using while we're at home. It's probably time to talk about our birth plan. So we have opted for an elective cesarean. Crusoe arrived via cesarean 17 days past his due date. And that was after an awful lot of stress at home for 2.5 very long weeks, trying absolutely everything to get labour to start that Google can possibly recommend. And I then eventually had to be induced, and the induction didn't really work. So after 2 days in hospital being induced, we all decided that the best way forward was for me to deliver Crusoe via cesarean. So what that means for a second pregnancy is that you have the option of either another cesarean or trying for what they call a VBAC. I have always been a huge advocate for natural birth and for natural parenting, and desperately would love to have a natural birth. So I'm hoping labour starts naturally, and that's what we end up with. But the honest truth is I can't do the waiting again like we did with Crusoe. It was some of the longest and hardest and most emotionally challenging and draining days of my life. And I remember coming home with Crusoe feeling like I really just needed some time to process it all. And obviously you don't have that time because you're thrown into looking after a newborn. We now have Crusoe on the scene, and he is a huge priority, and his well-being and happiness is obviously mega important. So opting for the elective cesarean feels like it gives you a little bit more control over the situation. And it means that I can be rested at home before the birth, go in, have the baby, recover for a couple of days in the hospital, and then come back again and be home with Crusoe. Obviously, it really impacts the recovery, and that is the bit I'm really most concerned about. I'm not allowed to pick up Crusoe for the first few weeks, and we'll have to be really careful around him. He's really bouncy, loves jumping on me, we play a lot, we wrestle a lot, and that's all going to have to stop, which will be really, really hard. I know it's what's best for us, and I'm really looking forward to it. We're so fortunate to be able to have decisions like this and to be able to make the choices and to be supported in them. So that is currently the plan, but maybe the baby's got other plans. We'll see.
Come on then, let's go.
Let's go have a baby.
Let's go and have a baby. Oh my goodness. Not another one.
It is 6:30 on the 23rd of September.
It is.
2022.
Yeah.
It's still dark.
Yeah.
And we've just had to sneak out the house and left Crusoe with his wonderful godmother and her husband.
Yeah, we have.
There were tears. I've managed to get them under control.
Tara's tears, not Crusoe's. Crusoe doesn't care. He's enjoying Paw Patrol.
And a banana.
And a banana.
So we're off to the hospital. Today is the day that we welcome the newest Newby into the world.
Oh, blimey. Okay, we can tell you right away, right now, at the beginning of this journey, it's a boy.
No! We tell them at the end.
Why?
We tell them at the end.
Tell the name at the end.
No, we tell them about everything at the end.
All right.
So we've got about a half-hour drive to the hospital.
We do. This, by the way, is the same hospital that I was born in, the same hospital that Crusoe was born in, the same hospital that I went to the tropical disease clinic to when I was, I don't know, in my late 20s for some tropical disease I picked up in, can't remember where it was, but it was great. Had worms in my liver. Anyway,
we are losing streetlights, so I'm going to say goodbye for now, and we'll see you at the hospital.
Yeah, we will. All on the way to the hospital when it gets a bit lighter. Well, the sun is starting to rise. We've been on the road now from where we live.
Starting sun. It's a bit of a grey old day, darling.
Okay, it's a bit of a
you really say the sun's starting to rise, but it's starting to light now.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are 5 minutes away from the hospital now.
Yeah.
Tara has had an appointment booked here for quite some time, so we've known exactly the birthday of the new baby.
We have.
I think we'll go left here, darling.
I think that's the way, isn't it?
Yeah. When we were... Oh, that's a shame.
No, man. We're going to be late.
When we
told you.
We've got 15 minutes left. 15 minutes to go.
What about the traffic? I told you there'd be traffic.
Well, yeah. When we were building Safari and I was fitting a mirror, a rear view mirror into the van with the computer in there, we came to a shop around here to buy it.
Did you? With Crusoe?
We did. With Crusoe, yeah, actually. We went for a walk all the way down one of these roads here. I'm not sure where it was, but that was the first time probably that Crusoe and you weren't together.
Yeah, for a long time.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Tonight is my first ever night away from Crusoe, and I'm feeling so weird about it. which is so sad. It's such a strange thing welcoming a second child into the world, because you're simultaneously so excited and so guilty that you're doing it to the first. Because there's so many things that have to happen.
I don't feel that at all.
But you can go home tonight, love.
Yeah, I know, but also...
And also Crusoe's in a real like mama phase at the moment.
Yeah, but he's such a sociable kid, you know, he just wants to hang around.
Well, that's it. He's probably going to be absolutely fine. It's me that's going to be a basket case. He's going to have a great day. He's going swimming. He's going to see a little farm with lots of animals. So he's going to have a jolly old time. It's his poor mum.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, mum has to go through all the crap, doesn't she?
Yep.
That's okay, though.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a hard day for me too. I have to sit around and wait all day. I mean...
Okay.
That's the badger.
That's the badger.
Tell you what, I've never found parking at John Radcliffe that easy.
You know what's so cool, love? Last time we did this, I had to go in by myself.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
And
Now you-
we had Cotty.
Yeah, we were in Cotty.
We were in Cotty and I just sat there. I said, catch you later then, darling. And you went, all right then.
I wish you could come with me.
I wish I could come with you too.
And I wandered all by myself. But now we can go together.
Yeah,
Okay, let's go.
let's do it.
Place. I'll come to check in for my cesarean. Perfect. Brilliant. Brilliant. Thanks so much. Here we are.
How are you feeling?
A bit weird, to be honest. This doesn't feel like the way that I would like to have our baby.
I know, darling.
Here we are.
Here we are. Hopefully they put us in first.
Hopefully. So they've asked us to be here at 7:15. There's 3 cases in the morning, and they decide who goes in what order. So there's a chance we could be going in at about 9:30, which would be great. There's also a chance that we're going in at 12:30, 1 o'clock, which would be less great. Mainly because I'm not allowed to eat until after the operation.
That's true. I saw a packet of mini cheddars on the way in.
No, don't. Oh man. Anyway, here we are.
Well, it's going to be just fine. Hey, think of all those things that you wanted to do when Crusoe just wouldn't let you do it. Now you can do it. You've got like a day, a whole day. The only thing you've got to do in between is just like hang out and have a baby. And then for the rest of the 2 days,
all
you
those
can
things
just...
like, go out for coffee with my mates, go and have dinners,
Yeah.
go to the spa, go and get my hair done. Can't do any of those, can I?
Oh, how about telly?
Telly.
You could watch some
a lot of telly.
You can watch telly.
Trying to take my mind off the hunger.
All right, we've been put back to number 3 in the queue, so that means we've got about an hour and a half to go. A little bit of waiting time, so I'm going to pop to the shop that's in the hotel in the hospital, and I'm going to pick up some nice snacks so that when Tara comes out of the surgery, she's got something nice to eat, and she'll be able to rest. So what's going on in the world today, and what's happening on Sawyer's birthday? Well, NASA's moon rocket has just completed fuel testing, so that's very exciting. Canada's experiencing a hurricane, which is very bizarre. President Putin of Russia is going a little bit mental, and proposing the use of nuclear weapons. He's just told the men of his country that they must stand in line and be basically told to go and fight on the front lines for the sake of the Ukrainian invasion. Very sad. There's a big hoo-ha in the chess world. Apparently there's a cheating scandal going on. The government, the British government, has just reduced taxes that benefit mostly very, very rich people. which is a bit of a shame. Tennis star called Federer, who was one of the world's greatest at the time of your birth, has just retired, played his last match. The pound is at its lowest level against the dollar and the euro in 37 years. And the highest number of barn owls ever recorded in the UK has just been recorded.
Hello.
What happened here?
The midwife closed the curtain.
I was wondering I'm in the right room or not.
I got to get into my gown in a bit.
I've got your snacks for when you come out.
Okay, don't show me, darling. Or you can show me. Show me. What did you get?
Got your yogurt.
Ooh, nice. Like it? Yummy.
Spinach
Oh, I'm
and
so hungry.
Feta and falafel wrap. Good one.
I'm so
Got your favourite chips. Boring ones.
Salt and vinegar.
Yeah, but they didn't have them.
Okay.
So these are chili ones.
Love it.
And I got you mixed bearings.
Love it.
Right. Oh, I got you a spoon as well to go with the yogurt. A wooden spoon.
Nice. I love you, darling.
Got you a drink.
Nice, thank you. Perfect.
Yeah. How am I doing?
You're good. I've got a craving for
How about now?
pineapple and watermelon. Custard tarts. Yummy.
And
Millionaire's mini bites. Darling, you're a legend.
right,
Thank you.
right. How do they taste now?
Oh no, you're so mean.
Oh, so you're not allowed them,
Look
are
at
you?
the
right
babies moving around. Anyway, did you get pineapple and mango?
now? No,
Darling, I specifically asked pineapple and mango.
they didn't have it.
Lies, they did.
Oh, what?
You're so horrible.
You're
You're horrible. Yourself.
Well, Belinda has just come in.
Lovely doctor.
Lovely doctor. She's a senior doctor,
Yeah.
isn't she?
Yeah.
And she's just told us what's happening, the process. Actually made me feel quite poorly.
John's being such a wimp.
Oh man, they chop you open and then they pull the baby out and then they sew up layer after layer after layer.
Do you remember that taking 45 minutes with Crusoe?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
I remember getting quite excited. I was bloody nervous though. I remember going in to see Crusoe being born and I was really nervous.
Yeah.
You weren't nervous
So
though.
weird.
You just
I was
wandered
so
off.
tired. I didn't care.
I remember you wandering off in that little outfit that you had on.
Yeah, that teeny tiny nightie. Wasn't a maternity nightie. Didn't go down very far.
It was great. What happened to that?
I don't actually know. I think it maybe went to the charity box. I have a much less flattering maternity nightie this time. It's
Again.
like a sack.
Is it? I feel poorly. So now we just wait, don't we?
I think the midwife's going to come in and listen to baby in a second.
Yeah.
The next person we meet. Hopefully she knows what time it's going to happen.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be a little
My
bit.
poor mum is on the edge of her seat.
Yeah. But there's 3 people going in this morning, so we could be 1, 2, or 3. And if we're 3, we've got like 5 or 6 hours to
I'm
wait,
going to
don't
be
we?
so hungry.
I'm gonna be pure. I've got pure. I need some mini chilies.
You're not allowed to eat in front of me, darling.
Very good. Show me. Just wait.
I've got nothing
yet.
Oh, I've got a gown.
A gown. Show me the gown. Do you think we get to take it home?
No. So hot when you went in for your cesarean.
I'm all labelled up.
You are.
I'm all labelled up.
I think we're counting down within the last hour.
Do you think so?
I
We
think
haven't
that
actually
we got-
been told at all what
Maybe.
time we're going in.
No, we haven't. But I think we're getting close now.
I hope so.
Yeah. Are you nervous?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
Not as nervous as me, mate.
Oh, come off it.
Honestly.
Honestly.
Seriously.
Darling, you're supposed to be just supporting me. It's not about you. Well, no, it's about us, isn't it?
Did you hear that, everybody? Comments below, please. Like and comment that. Come on, guys.
Oh, dear.
Leave your opinions on that comment, please.
Oh, word. This is so surreal.
Isn't it? Fairly shortly, darling. Within the next couple of hours, you and I will be parents to two little children.
Yep, we'll be a family of 4.
We'll be a family of 4. So, if you're watching this video right now and you think it's going to be a girl or a boy, leave us a comment below.
Obviously, it's going to be a girl or a boy.
Huh?
It's obviously going to be a girl or
Well,
a boy.
no, either or. Just say girl or boy in the comments
Right,
below.
comment with what you think.
Yeah, comment with what you think. And I promise you, by the end of this vlog, you'll know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we will.
Like we will.
Even though some of you already know, our patrons already know. So if you can't wait till the end of the vlog, you can go and be a patron.
Yeah, go pay £3.
Find out.
Find out.
Come back and finish watching.
Get it right. Leave us a comment below. But don't tell everybody else.
No, don't.
Gosh, this is how the newbies are when they get nervous.
Yeah,
they
we just
ramble on
rambling,
about
yeah,
rubbish.
rubbish. Comment below if you think it's a boy or a girl. Those are your only options. They're not anymore, are they?
Oh dear.
Anyway.
All right, a few more moments.
Half an hour now.
Half an hour.
We've got half an hour. Oh, this is so weird.
Shepherd just came in.
Shepherd just came in. So we've got half an hour.
He was a dude.
He was a dude, wasn't he? Got to get our gowns on.
We've got to get our gowns on now. So I was telling Shepherd about my own personal concerns.
And he looked at your t-shirt and told you to just be brave.
He said to me, "What's that t-shirt you've got on there, John?" I said, "Well, it's our t-shirt. It's our little branding t-shirt." He said, "Well, it says be brave on it." So then basically he just told me to shut up and get on with it.
He did, didn't he?
And then Tara...
You got told by Shepherd.
And then Tara started to complain a little bit about the fact that
the entire team that's supposed to be looking after me is trying to look after you.
They're all a bit nervous now. You passed out in there. But the thing is, when Crusoe was born, they had this little sheet there over, sort of this part of Tara's body. And then Crusoe was being born in the bottom part. And then there was me and Tara on the other part. And then as Crusoe was being born, I heard him, he went like this, and then he came up. And as he came up, I kind of stood up as well, and I looked right over the sheet. And so, honestly, guys, it's gnarly.
Well, don't do that this time.
No.
Sit on your bum.
But it's gnarly. What if I get too excited? I get like...
Close your eyes every time you stand up.
No, but I can't. What happens if I get excited?
Well, you were fine. You saw it. You didn't like it, but you didn't pass out.
No,
so
but this time I might, because I've got like sick in my throat
oh,
and
for
everything.
goodness sake, John Newby. Honestly,
my left arm is feeling weak.
Be brave.
Okay, let's do it. We've got to get changed.
We've got to get changed.
Let's do it. They've given me my Crocs, my shoes, and do you remember last time I did this? I was in the room and I was putting on my outfit, and I was like, I had a whole big outfit to wear. This time I think it's a little bit different. I think I
just a dress.
Just a dress. Sheet. What is that? Brilliant. Oh look, that's fancy, isn't it?
Oh, I like you can still see the merch through it.
Do you think we can take this home with us?
I don't think we need to.
Feeling ready? Feeling ready?
You don't have to do it.
Hey?
You don't have to do it.
She says I
I've
don't
done a
have to do
lovely
it.
bow there for you, darling.
She says I
Very
don't.
fetching.
She says I don't have to do anything. I mean...
Right, my turn.
Go on then. I'm ready. I'm ready to rock. So the really cool thing about what's happening today is the last time we did this with Crusoe, we'd been awake all night and all day, and it had been, 20 hours, I think. You'd been in hospital for a long time.
Yeah.
COVID was around, I wasn't allowed in the hospital, then I was, and then...
stay with me for an hour after Crusoe was born.
That's right, and before Crusoe was born, there was I had to sleep underneath the sink, because, it was an all-night thing. And then finally at 12 o'clock the next day, so pretty much around about the same time of day actually when Crusoe was born, but instead of how it was with Crusoe, it's kind of a little bit easier today, I suppose, because we're both more awake and more up for it, aren't we?
We had a good night's sleep.
Good night's sleep. Crusoe actually slept through the night last night as well.
This is the hat that Crusoe came home in. Should we take it into theatre? They said to bring a hat.
Yeah, good one.
So will you put that in your pocket, or you're in charge of that? It's like being the ring bearer at a wedding.
Okay. Not sure whether that's a smart idea. Putting me in charge of anything.
Yes.
All right.
I'm so
Ready.
hungry.
I can feel the stars
Can we just have a minute?
Yeah, we can have a minute.
fall down where we are. Where we are.
Shepherd's just been in.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Coolest thing is, Shepherd's from Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
Living
All right, 5 minutes, darling.
5 minutes.
Team sport though, darling. Team
Team
sport.
sport.
This whole thing. Team sport, yeah.
Beautiful.
Feeling like a team sport.
Let's be like a team sport. So shame Crusoe
team.
It
He
goes
is part of
on
the team.
and on,
All right, well, I don't know. I'm feeling more ready than I felt a while ago.
and I never feel
You ready?
As we'll ever be.
Let's do it.
can hear the night train.
Love you.
Love you too.
I don't need anything. Hey, it's just me.
No, that's fine.
I've got the baby.
You've got the video camera.
Got the video
Yeah,
camera.
yeah. That's good. Very good.
Hello.
Living in the glow.
For the least, at least.
It's supernatural. It goes on and on, and I never feel alone.
Okay.
Would you like the drink lowered?
Yeah, you're not too much.
That's it.
Shoulders out and head out, so I'll let you have a piece. Congratulations.
Smile in the sky when the day's done. How the wind through the window makes you wanna run. Calls you out to the coast with the promise of. Do you ever look back at the setting sun? Paints a fire in the sky when the day is done. How the wind through the window makes you wanna run.
My baby.
Hi.
How you doing? There's a baby there, Mum.
I'm living,
Are you gonna help Mummy push him?
ain't
Mama
it all
push him?
beautiful?
Hey, come on then. Should we take this baby home?
Here it goes,
Look, Crusoe,
here
this
it
is
goes
sweet.
on.
Doesn't look great.
We never feel alone. I'm living.
What do you think, buddy?
What do you think? That's your little brother.
Oh, sweetie.
I'm living.
Are you going to give him a kiss?
Oh, did you just give him a kiss, my boy?
You're going to give him a kiss gently.
I never feel alone.
Wow, hasn't he got soft hair? Yeah.
Oh, baby, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, look at that.
Should we take him home?
I'm living.